Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Show here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku, and we also had Kara. Now, for these two, a number of events happened. They were in prison for 6 months, in space. They had each other's back, and they learned a lot about each other. They grew, and they found solace in their rage. Now, the two then trained with the Green Lanterns, and the Guardians wanted them to stay on Oa in case something happened on Earth, because it looked like very soon they might be gearing up to get involved. Now, Deku, obviously, him and Kara were going to ignore this. They want to find Kandor. Right now, they need to make it a gift for Clark. If they can find the city and bring it to him, show him that there is still a piece of home, show him there might be family left, there is still compassion left, then maybe he can have something of Earth. Maybe Kandor can be his new metropolis. Now, for these two, a number of things happened after this. They took off and went to find Brainiac. And to them, they found him, kicked his ass, took control of his ship, and found a new home for Kandor. Now, that's what happened for them. But what really happened was quite simple. Brainiac, the 12th level intellect that he was overqualified. He had immense physical power already. The augmentations, the advancements of thousands of worlds, combined and put together, his tech, and their unwillingness to listen to him. It was a good combination. Along with that, the fact that they didn't expect it. They walked right into a trap. They walked onto his ship. Now, Deku and Kara, these two are currently trapped in a simulation. And right now these two, they finally would meet up after about a week of being in the city. Now, Deku currently does wear a strange, set of clothes. It feels odd to him. I mean, granted his ring, it does allow him to change the way he does look, but hey, it does still feel a bit weird. Now, currently Deku, he does stand there. And right now there is when Kara just come walking up. Now, a few people will get to stare at these two because of the way that they're dressed. And some people, they obviously already know they're the saviors of Kandor. Now, Deku and Kara, the two are going to walk into a restaurant. And right now when they do sit down, Deku, he does start talking to Kara, expressing about how he's met quite a lot of people, and even about how he's heard a lot of things about Krypton. Now, Kara, she actually does stare at Deku. And right now the person they would go to set down a glass of wine and inform Miss Kara. They're very sorry. They misplaced one glass. I mean, it was a lot going on at the moment. Now, Kara will going to turn and tell them thank you. The person going to pour a glass of wine, as Deku and Kara, they were both someone going to sit there. And Deku, he actually take a sip, feeling it actually somewhat affect him. It's kind of surprising. Alcohol. Here it affects him, but on Earth it never did. That was a fun lesson to learn. And a bad one. Now, Deku just won't smile. And right now he does think they're actually on a piece of Krypton. The land he walks on is Kryptonian. And well, this planet, this place for them, it's nice. It's good. But why haven't they had the thought to leave? Now, Kara would stare at Deku. And right now he was looking out the window. But then he looked down and then he furrowed his brow. And Kara just went to go ask him, taking a sip from her glass. Is he okay? Kara, How long have we been here? About a week. Why? Curious. I'm getting deja vu. What do you mean deja vu? I'm just saying. Deja vu. I mean, you haven't been getting it, have you? Now, Deku would turn to her. And right now he actually would grab his glass and go to swallow a lot more. As the person, when they do get called back over, they actually will go to pour the glass, and whenever they do go to try and pull away, they go ahead and inform them to leave the bottle, please. Now, the person, they do understand. And right now Deku and Kara, they do try to chat. Deku, he feels unnerved. Maybe he just needs to relax. Okay, well, maybe it's the fact that it's the red sun. No, it's not that. The red sun only negates their powers. And, okay, so that doesn't make sense. Now, Deku still feels confused. He doesn't understand. Now, right now Kara, she doesn't really care. Yeah, he has deja vu. But hey, they won, so they're going to celebrate. Now, Deku does find this to be odd. And right now Brainiac, he does decide to amp a few little bit of things up. As right now he actually will go to press onto a monitoring system before going to find Deku's file. Going to push on something to move it up. And right now he actually will go to push on another thing to lower something. Now, Deku, he immediately does feel himself relax a bit. All the tension just melts away. He's fine. Yeah, maybe he is just too on edge. Now, right now Kara, she does talk about how that's a spirit. And the two, they do start to actually have a bit of fun. More people start to show up. A few more Zods from the security force, and even Kara's aunt. Oh god, I do not know how to pronounce this name. Allura? Yeah, I believe that's probably the closest I'll get to it. Allura Zor-El. She does show up. And Kara actually would introduce her aunt to Deku. Now, Deku would stare at the older woman. And right now he actually does somewhat smile, introducing himself as Duville Zod. Now, the woman actually is kind of taken aback. Duville Zod. I mean, she knew his mother. Now, Deku actually does somewhat choke on his drink. And right now, after he does somewhat go to try and catch his breath, he would try to ask her questions. He wants to know. I mean, there are some people here who, they've said that they worked with his father. I mean, there's even somebody who claimed to have actually known him and had a picture of him. But then there's her. She's the first person claiming to actually know his mother. And that actually does kind of catch Kara off guard. Now, this is where the Kryptonian, I'll just call her, because I don't want to say her name again and butcher it, she does try to help Deku out. Now, by the end of the night, everybody, they find themselves to be piss drunk. And right now, Deku and Kara, they do go to leave. Now, there actually is Deku, however. Deku, he does get to wake up hours later. And right now when he does wake up, he finds himself stricken with a hangover. Kinda confused. Now, Deku will go to pull back his hand. And right now he will go to look around his room. As he doesn't have his ring on. And he actually is, oh god, underdressed. Whose apartment is this? Oh shit. Okay. Something's going on. Something's clearly odd. Wrong? No, not wrong. Now, Deku, he will get a turn, seeing the blonde woman laying next to him. And his blood is run a little cold. Him bring his hand up, As right now there is whenever Kara, she would have turned and someone going to lean up. Her going to stretch as she would turn to Deku, talking about how it's good he woke up before her this time. And Deku to stare at Kara before going to smile. And right now he would going to tell her he's sorry. His memory's been acting up on him again. That's fine. But Duvel, you're gonna be late. Right. Now, Deku jumps up, and right now he would go to run to the shower. Him going to do so, as after he does get dressed in a uniform, Kara actually doesn't want to sit there. Right now she actually is dressed in her own clothing. Right now she actually is dressed for research. And Deku, he does somewhat good to stare at her, as right now Kara going to walk over. Her expressing about how hopefully there isn't any crime where he's at. Her going to step up to him as Deku just bring his hands out. And right now him and Kara, they will go to embrace and kiss. Now, Deku finds it to be odd. And right now Kara, after she does going to pull back, she will going to comment on it. He seems to be more passionate than last night. Now, Deku, he always don't smile, before telling her he can't really help it. He just happens to have a beautiful wife. And right now, he's got to go out and protect Krypton. Now, Deku still does have that nagging feeling in his head, as right now, he does head out and go on patrol. Now, Kara, she will go to leave. And right now she still does have that strange feeling. Deja vu. There it is again. But what's going on this morning? Now, there actually is Deku. Right now Deku does go out. And whenever he does arrive in a line of people, right now there currently is somebody giving orders. They have heard from the Science Council about a lot. Right now the council, they have deemed that anybody who has been participating in, well, unwarranted actions, they are to be arrested. And that right now, anybody who catches them, they need to understand. There might be a promotion in it for them. There might be something that they can all do. There might be something they can do to impact the current state of affair. Now, a lot of people, they're dismissed. And right now, a few people need to go bolting to certain areas. They need to make sure to catch the people who happen to be a part of yesterday's demonstration. Now, Deku, he actually will going to turn and walk away. As right now a man will going to tell Deku to stop, because they want to chat. Now, Deku does flinch hearing the commander talk. And right now he will go to turn and see the face of his father. Deku, he actually would stare at his father. And his dad actually is going to turn his head a little confused. As right now Deku, he will go to ask Holvek Zod exactly what would he like. Now, the man has come walking up, bringing his hand up on Deku's arm, expressing to him, right now he doesn't want the soldier. He wants to talk to the man. And Deku, he will go to somewhat untense up, as right now his back goes from being straight to him slightly leaning a bit forward. And right now Deku, he will go to drop the serious attitude. What is it, Dad? How are things going with you and Kara, son? Take a walk. Now, right now he will go to walk past, and Deku would express to his father, as the two do start to walk down the street. Everything has been fine. Now, Deku feels strange, and right now he does stare at his dad. His dad has dark hair, a beard, a scar on his face, and the way he does command himself, the way his eyes are. His eyes, constantly scanning the crowd, constantly looking for a threat. And right now it also does show his face. Happy. No. Serious? No. Stoic. The way he's carrying himself. It seems so Weird. Now, Deku would gonna snap back to attention, as right now he would gonna hear his father's voice. Are you listening to me? Hmm? No. Sorry, Dad. Just a bit off today, is all. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Hmm? Oh, I see. Me and your mother were like that a lot too, Dad, gross. Perfectly natural, son. But, how is the girl? She's fine, Dad. In fact, me and her, we were thinking of maybe having kids soon. Well, damn. I really am getting old, aren't I? Maybe so, Dad. But, if me and Kara did do that, then how exactly would that work? Me and her being different houses and all. I see. Well, Zod or L. Pick what you want to do. You want to train, fight, be able to actually do stuff with your hands? Go with us. If you want to be a researcher, put on a coat and walk around and do sciencey crap. I don't know. Uh, give him L. But hey, if you have a boy, make him a Zod. It requires a little bit of tough love, but hey, you'll uh, you'll see him grow the way you did. I see it in you a lot, son. Dad, why are you talking about this right now? Is everything okay? It's all fine. I just feel like I'm getting old, is all. You know, I'm gonna be retiring soon. Okay. Is that all you're telling me? Yeah. Along with that, I don't know. Just felt like you had to hear that today. I'm fine, Dad. Are you okay? Mm, that's a bit hard to say. Your mother and I haven't been getting along recently. It's been difficult, to say the least. Oh, God. Not like that, boy. Now listen. It's been a lot. I'm sure you'll hear it from me time and time again. But I just want what's best for you. I got that. So, what is it? Don't trust the Science Council. What are you talking about? The Council, they'll say things. They'll do a lot of things. Listen, it's not really safe for me and you to talk here. But the Science Council, they think that Krypton might be at its last step. The final day is coming. Our planet's going to be destroyed? Possibly. No one knows. Information's scarce. Orders are even more scarce. Right now, they're trying to figure things out. Trying to save their asses. And that I don't like. Right now, we need to at least get a few things out there. I've heard rumors of the core. That's all I'm saying. So, people have been worried. Now, Deku and his father will continue to chat. And right now the man does continue. Eventually, somebody they would go to step out of line. And right now, Deku, where he does make eye contact with that person, the person, yeah, they saw a Zod. So, they did what they did best. They panicked because they were guilty. And the fact that they made direct eye contact with a cop, yeah, they immediately realized, oh shit, he'll probably try and talk to me, come over and look at me. I'm stumbling over here, and I'm being just not fitting in with the crowd. Now, the person turned and bolted, and whenever Deku took off running after them, his father stood there. Him actually going to bring up his legs and stretch a bit. Because now they gotta run. Now, right now Deku's father, he would take off bolting. And right now, Deku, he's running after this person. Now, eventually Deku would catch them. And right now, he would go to head home. And there actually is back in his apartment. Well, right now, Deku and Kara, the two are going to get back around the same time. And right now, the two, they do talk about a few things. Deku actually pouring something into a glass and telling Kara, as he actually going to walk over and hand her a glass, about what happened today. He might be getting a promotion. Now, Kara was not going to smile, as right now Deku would go to plant himself onto the seat and going to take a sip. You know, it's been good so far. What has? This. I mean, it's just been some time, you know? It's been a while since we sat down. Yeah, it has been. Have you been getting deja vu at all today? Now that you mention it, I have. I mean, I stopped this one guy, but he looked so familiar to me. And it's gonna sound crazy, and I know I'm not very acrobatic, but I was able to flip over this guy and get him. I mean, this guy, he was pushing this cart, and I just jumped over it into him. I cleared it with a solid flip. That is weird. I know. Kara, I don't like what's going on. Now, right now, Brainiac, he would immediately see the way these two are acting. Okay, not fun. So, he's going to go ahead and turn this down, and right now, he's kind of curious to see what happens. He is going to crank this one up high. Ooh, and then let's put this one up high as well. Now, Brainiac, he's having a little fun. He's made his own soap opera. Isn't this something special? Now, Deku right now, he does actually relax. He's had a long day of work, so have him and Kara. The two deserve to let their blood settle. In fact, well, maybe they should do something else. Deku actually going to kill his drink. And right now, he actually will going to stand up, as he actually does turn to Kara. And Kara, she actually will going to gulp down her drink as well. As Deku, he turned and grabbed at her arm. And right now, Kara will going to jump up, as Deku and her, they do grab onto each other. Now, right now the two, they do stand there in the living room. Deku, he talks about it. He still remembers a lot of what happened. The two actually starting to dance a bit. About how things were when they first met. About how things, they happened. She hated him when they first met. But then those rumors, they got dispersed. They were all thrown to the side. Nobody believed them all of a sudden, and then she liked him again. She always did seem to hate him. But really, she just hated that she had a crush on him. Now, right now Deku, he actually isn't going to let go of Kara. And right now after Kara, she actually does slide back a little bit. She actually will go to express. Her trying to catch her feet and explaining. As right now her face, it is a little red. And she actually does feel a little tipsy from the strong alcohol. That might be so. But then again, he does have to remember. Her going to bring up her hands, telling him that what happened back then, it was all simple drama. People, they don't really like the Zods. There are a lot of rumors floating around about his house. There are a lot of people who don't particularly like the L's. Yes, she's aware. Her house is snobby. They look at space. They invent things. They want to fly among the stars, to the stars. So, what does that mean exactly? Now, Kara right now, she's panting a little heavily. And Deku, he actually could have someone bend down. Him going to bring his hands out and wrap them around her. As you know, Kara and Deku, they do have a bit of their passion. They begin to kiss. And right now the two, they do at least turn on some music and enjoy the night a bit more. Now, there actually is the neighbor. They do hear it. It's a bit sweet. But then again, they really wish they moved. Now, Deku and Kara, the two do dance and have a bit more fun. And then they decide to, well, let's just say, relax, cool down a little, hop in the shower, and then just continue the fun. Now, the process would somewhat repeat. Deku goes on patrol. Him and Kara, they always go out. They have fun. They're kryptonian. They either go on patrol or spend their time with family. Deku, he sees his mother, and he even talks about it. How things are with Kara, how things have been going. But they've been having some difficulties with the whole child department. Now, right now, there actually is Marquis Zod, who will at least tell Deku a few things that he really did not want to hear. Yes, it was troublesome for them, but hey, eventually they got it. But then again, the artificial way, you know, just in a pod, that way, it would be better. It's more efficient, and it only takes one try. Now, Deku right now, he does sit there with Kara. And Kara, she doesn't want to say anything. The artificial way, it's still sort of weird to her. I mean, yes, she was created that way, but her cousin Cal wasn't. And even then, the way her aunt talks about it, the way she said a few things, I mean, it just seemed like this was the better alternative, the natural thing. Now, that is where Kara, she just stand on that. And there is actually Deku. He does see it as a way to do things. But maybe, yeah, how about they both get on the same page first? Now, right now Deku and Kara in the real world, they do sit there, still frozen the same day they came aboard. They've been made a lot more comfortable. And Brainiac, he actually is intrigued. These animals live their lives this way. They just try and find enjoyment or some way to fill their time. It's curious. He spends his time cataloging. He spends his eternity, the thing he's done for hundreds of years at this point. He's been doing all this. But what have they done? What have they been doing? Nothing. What they do is to the Zod duty, to the other one, the L. It's curiosity and wonder. This is intriguing. Now, right now Brainiac, he will continue to watch these two. And there is Deku and Kara. The two, they actually are beginning to understand a lot more things. I mean, the deja vu, it keeps coming back over and over and over again. And then there's actually the day the two actually wake up in Kandor. The two are confused. And right now Deku, him and Kara do both somewhat sit up in the same room. Now, the person would try to express, are they okay? And right now Deku, the moment he does turn back up and alarmed, he does gonna bring his hand up. And right now, everybody's going to throw a fist outwards and towards the security personnel. The person going to bring their hand up, catching Deku's arm. And right now, they actually were going to bring up something and press it to Deku's skin, expressing to him, as they do hold it to his gut. Right now, they have a very, very powerful baton. They will electrocute him if he does not stand down. Does he understand? Now, Deku will make eye contact with this person. And the moment they see Deku, they realize something. Eyes of a Zod. Reaction. Fast. Almost instant. He's trained. Now, Deku will go to back away. And right after he does get his hand let go of, he would step backwards and apologize. Him going back to the bed. Now, Deku would lean back on the bed. Him turning and looking at Kara. Now, Kara, she actually does look around. Before she does look at Deku, look at him closely, and then she does somewhat go to blush. Her actually turning and going to stand up. As right now there is when somebody does come walking into the room. Kara's actual aunt. Now, Kara's alarmed. And right now she'll go to walk over asking about what the hell is going on. Because the last thing she remembers is... well, it's very weird. Now, Deku and Kara. These two, their memories are the exact same. I mean, they talked about it. They were on Krypton and they had a life. And that's where they left things. And there actually was, well, Allura. She tried to express exactly what's going on, what has happened, and how things are. And there actually is Kara who does go turn back towards Deku. And Deku, his face, it's hairy. I mean, he clearly has grown, but then that would mean time has passed, but they left Kandor. Why are they back? Now, Kara, she's confused. She doesn't have a ring either. So, what's going on? Now, Deku, right now he's trying to focus on a few things. And that's where there actually is Allura, who would ask Izuku if he's already met the Zods. Him turning his head, confused. Before expressing, he's fairly certain that he already met one. But he does have questions. Some that he actually is hoping she can answer. Because a lot of the stuff in his head, it's left him with him looking towards Kara. A few things he would like an explanation about. Now, right now there actually is Allura, who would try to help Deku out. And right now she will go to express a lot to both of these two. Information not even Kara knew about. Now, she tried to express, whenever Kandor was taken, there was the fact that it was a trading hub of Krypton. People, they came to the city from all over the planet for anything. In fact, the Zods, they kept security well, good, and always ready. She does want them to understand. The Zods, they worked well on the planet. The city here, it was the perfect example. Efficient, safe, safest and most effective trading on the planet. People could be trained here, work here, and die here. And they would be happy. Right now, though, fact is, Brainiac has it in a bottle. Brainiac came here and stole the city. Right now, with the fact that those two were brought in by robots, they're assuming a lot's been going on. Now, Kara would try to express a lot of things. Explain about Cal on Earth in general, and how things are on that planet. Even about their powers and how they had rings. Now, obviously Deku and Kara, they sound crazy. But then again, They're literally a ship on the shelf in a bottle. So, yeah, maybe not. Now, right now there actually is where Allura, she does go to express, telling the two quite point blank. She does want Kara to understand. She did not know a lot about what was going on at the time. Krypton's destruction was hidden by the Science Council. They lied. They lied about everything. They tried to use the Zods as an armed force. They tried to use the Zods as their hands. Get them dirty, and then act like they can wash their own clean. The Zods were used as a military force, militant, and with no nonsense, to try and prevent and hide any information about this. Now, she would go to express. The Zods were innocent. They just followed the orders. Yes, they did. They have never had any reason to distrust them, but they should have. That was their mistake. But Zods, they were not told the entire story. While they thought that they were securing peace for the planet, they weren't. In the final days of Krypton, Krypton only had the Council to blame. The death of the billions on Krypton, it's their fault. Now, the woman will go to someone express, her getting back to her feet and leaving, that there is a lot going on. However, she is going to leave the two alone. It seems like the two need to talk. Now, Deku does sit there, him still stunned. And Kara, she sits there as well. The whole time growing up, I mean, the Zods became more and more extreme. But it wasn't their fault? No, you could have defied an order. You could have done anything, but from what she's saying, everything she said, the Zods, they were put in a place. The people who were made examples of, the people who were, well, taken out of their place of authority, the people who they just, they had their minds taken from them. If a Zod defied an order, it would have happened to them too. Now, it does dawn on Kara. The Science Council ruined the Zods, but there's a Zod the Science Council they never touched. Now, right now, Deku, he does sit there still trying to process it. He wants to do a lot. He wants to say a lot. But this, god damn. Now, Deku does sit there, still surprised. And right now, he doesn't stand up. As Kara, she actually would try to stop Deku for a second to talk. Now, Deku would turn to Kara and express to her that he's really not in the mood to chat right now. He needs to think. Now, Kara, she does have it dawn on her. This is Deku's first time meeting other Kryptonians. That's right. Well, she's meeting Ghost. Deku's meeting people. And that does concern her. Now, Deku, yeah. Right now, he does know that him and Kara, things feel a little complicated. Feel, well, I mean, maybe, no. If he was right, these memories in his head, the things that he has going through his mind, they were a simulation, right. Because now they're actually in Kandor, but Kandor is still in Brainiac's vault, or no, wait, hang on. They escaped, then it turned out that they were brainwashed. Then they were put in a simulation, and now they're actually in Kandor. Oh, fuck. Now, they go to look up. And of course, a red sun. A fucking course. Now, with that being said, Deku, right now he does need to get to work. He needs to find a way to get out of here. Find a way to deal with this. And right now there actually is Kara. Kara, just stay right now with her aunt, wanting to understand what to do. I mean, what to say. And right now, Deku, him and Kara, they both have a lot going through their heads. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.